These cannabis companies are absolutely in play. I just did a trade on the offer, bought 15 of the 12 strike calls for 75 cents. There's 30 days to go until expiration. I got filled at 75 cents. This is the mark right here. My P&L down $37. I'm going to explain exactly why I'm doing this trade, and it's not going to surprise you. It's because we're seeing lots and lots of unusual options activity. Let's get into it. Let me stop right here, guys. It's Tuesday, October 13th. Tomorrow, Wednesday, October 14th, we're holding an open house. It's free. The open house is just to walk you through exactly how Masters in Trading works. Please join us. Everybody who joins is going to get an awesome free gift. If you don't join live, I can't give you the free gift. Please don't write mean things to me. I'm sorry. Those are the rules. We want to reward those who show up live. Let's get into the video. Okay, here's our brand new unusual options activity tool. This is still in beta right now. This is something that's been in the works for the entire 2020, and it's finally ready. Here's what we're looking at. Unusual options activity tool will show us what stocks are in play, what industries are in play. Where are the institutions, the endowments, the smart money? Where is that going to? So we ran an analysis looking at all the names. The ones that popped up for yesterday's trade are going to be all of these right here in the overvalued section. These are the names that we're seeing unusual options activity, but they're also over 90% of their implied volatility. So volatility is rising in these given names. What we're looking for is names that are overlapping. Biogen. Biogen's on here every day because they have a PDUFA date coming up. I'm not as interested in Biogen. It's just a monster name. Chipotle had earnings. Doesn't interest me as much. The thing that continues to pop up on our unusual options activity is solar. You can see TAN here, SPWR, SPWR, TAN. And we're also seeing ICLN. ICLN is an ETF, a clean energy ETF. So we're seeing that one sector pop up over and over and over again. The other sector that we see pop up nonstop is going to be cannabis. And cannabis is really interesting right now because with Biden leading in the polls, supposedly marijuana decriminalization and expungement will be a Biden-Harris priority. So the name that I want to look into is this MJ right here. If I go here, put in MJ, 3 results out of about 17,000 going back any date. Now, if I just put it this year, we're going to have pop up, these final 2. Big believer, guys, where there's smoke, there's fire. Volume today versus the 20-day average, 4 times. The 20-day average volume is 6,000. And all of a sudden, someone comes in and does 25,000 options. That's a really big trade. People are doing that for a very specific reason. And then they come back 3 days later and they do about 10,000 more. So now let's look at MJ on a chart. And when we do that, remember this date, November 12th, 2019. November 12th, 2019, we have MJ is right here. November 12th. Good timing. Somebody's got really good feel, or somebody's got insider information, probably the latter, but who knows? Well, looks like they bought puts right before this thing absolutely cratered. Well, right now we're seeing the same kind of activity. Lots and lots of unusual options activity in the cannabis sector. We were seeing it in APHA. APHA. APHA popped from 423, ran to 650, pulled back to 6. Still very, very bullish APHA. I know everyone's skeptical, everyone's looking for proof. APHA, you can see here the November 6, the calls, 68-cent bid at 75 cents. I personally am long a 20 lot. The trade price was 32 cents. I did this Friday, I think, 3 days ago, 4 days ago. I'm holding APHA. I'm holding APHA because there continues to be unusual option activity in the cannabis sector. They have earnings coming up. I think we're going to see some follow through to the upside. The new trade I'm looking at is MJ. Again, this is the trade I just did. I bought 15 of them for 75 cents. I just lifted the offer. I was able to lift the offer because the bid versus the asks is only 5 cents wide. It's called a tick wide. That's the lowest increment MJ can trade. This doesn't trade in pennies. So I'm not going to get too greedy. Now, if the market was something like 255 at 275, I would be 260 bid. I wouldn't be willing to pay the offer or, as I just said, lift the offer. But when the market's 70 cents at 75 cents, I'm not going to be greedy. I'm going to jump right in there and buy it. I personally bought 15 of them. Now, when you buy options, I want you to think of it as a binary event. You're going to win or you're going to lose. It's very difficult to have a stop when you're playing on the long side of options or when you're playing in any options. For example, how do you have a stop? You buy 10 for $450 and you stop yourself out for 10 for $350? You lose 30% right away. No thanks. So for me, I decide how much I'm comfortable risking, and then I'm going to ladder into the trade. Usually I'll ladder in 3 times. For instance, for this trade, if I'm comfortable risking and losing $5,000, I might get in right now, bought a 15 lot. That's about $1,000 of risk, and I might do that 2 more times for $3,000 or $4,000 of risk. Again, the glory about buying options is you know exactly what your risk is. You make that decision beforehand. Hopefully, unusual option activity is right. Volatility continues to go higher. The stock continues to go higher, and we can get out for a really big profit. You can also look at this trade because I'm long 15 call options. It's the equivalent of being long 1,500 shares of MJ from $12. That's how you can look at it. Now, right now, I'm not really long 1,500 shares. If I add the delta on here, and again, if you're watching, if you made it this far, if you're learning something, I would greatly appreciate it. Please subscribe. I just try to add as much value for you on this channel as I can. Leave a comment. Let me know exactly what you're looking for. Let me know what questions you have. Again, I'm making this video for you. At expiration, when this is in the money, I'll be long 1,500 shares. The delta right now is 0.46. For easy math, let's make that delta 0.5. Instead of being long 1,500 shares right now, I'm really long about 750 shares right now. But again, the 12s are still out of the money. If we expired right now, I'm going to lose 100% of the principal that I invested in this position. Good luck to us. Let's hope the trade works out. I like our chances. We always say, guys, where there's smoke, there's fire. People aren't doing these trades for their health. Let's follow that smart money. My name is Jonathan Rose. I'm the owner of Masters in Trading.